toxic masculinity.
Texas and Louisiana sue Biden administrator.
Administration.
Okay.
Sue the Biden administration.
Okay, one more time. Texas and Louisiana sue Biden administration for refusing to arrest illegal with criminal records.
Illegals, I think.
Illegals.
Illegal immigrants. All right, Texas, Louisiana sue Biden administration for refusing to take criminal illegal immigrants. What do you mean take? I think they mean arrest. Let's see here. The Biden administration issued new law enforcement guidelines on its first day in office. Texas and Louisiana are suing the Department of Homeland Security for its alleged refusal to take criminal illegal immigrants into custody after rules that narrowed enforcement priorities. Law enforcement requires defendants to take custody of many criminal aliens, including those with final orders of removal, those convicted of drug offenses, and those convicted of crimes of moral turpitude, the complaint says. By refusing to take these criminal aliens into custody, defendants have disregarded non-discretionary legal duties. So this is fantastic. I love that it's so funny how much trouble the Biden administration is getting into for their executive orders. Like, They stopped building the wall, and then we reported just recently, actually, that's illegal. Once Congress has set aside money for a specific project, you can't just unilaterally cancel that project as president. The project's funded.
Yeah.
It has to happen. So Biden was breaking the law by stopping border wall construction, and now it turns out they've enacted some other kind of protocol that's also illegal. They're just doing whatever they want and completely ignoring the law. And so it's important that Republicans come out and they do sue them every time they do this kind of thing. And I love it. I love that that's happening right now. The complaint points to a DHS memo issued on Inauguration Day, which establishes interim enforcement priorities and focused immigration enforcement on three categories of migrants: those who pose a national security risk, those who entered the U.S. after November 1st, and those convicted of an aggravated felony. The Biden administration has said such guidance, which was reflected in a separate memo later issued by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, will make the agency more effective and does not exclude other illegal immigrants from deportations. Let's see here. Critics have accused the administration of failing to prioritize other criminals. The Biden administration also tried to impose a moratorium on most deportations, with the exception of these cases, but was blocked by a lawsuit from Texas. I mean, it says a lot, I think. It says a lot when Biden's various memos and executive orders and all this kind of stuff, they all seem to be like falling down one after the other as they're challenged in court. I mean, basically the Biden administration, it's kind of funny because there was an interview with Biden early on, like when he was running for president, and he said that he would not legislate through executive action, that's what tyrants do, that's what fascists do, dictators, yeah, something like that. And as soon as he got into office, his people just put in front of him a giant stack of executive orders and said, sign all these. And he was like, okay. And then it turned out like most of them are illegal. You can't just, you actually legally can't govern by executive order in the United States. And Donald Trump was not doing that. I mean, the big difference between what Donald Trump did and what Biden is doing is that Donald Trump certainly issued executive orders, just like Obama did, just like Bush did, and all that kind of stuff. But he did so within the parameters of what was legal. Biden's people didn't even seem to look at that, or if they did, they just ignored it. Like, what's legal, what's illegal? Doesn't matter. We'll just do whatever we want. By the time it's challenged in court, we'll have already done the damage that we want to do.
Yeah.
And sadly, I think like they're getting away with a lot. They're getting away with a lot more than they should be getting away with. But there is a process that we go by in America. It's a little bit slower than maybe some people would want, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason for it, and they already control all. At least both the what the legislative branch and the executive branch. So there's no real reason for them to just rely on these executive orders. They could actually just pass laws the old-fashioned way. I don't get it. I don't get why they did all these executive orders. They knew they had the House and the Senate, so like, I don't understand what the executive orders were for. Like, just to be faster.
Faster, yeah. Because TikTok, Biden is not healthy and young, and
but it doesn't matter. They're gonna.
He's easier to control than that would be Kamala Harris.
Maybe.
This is why they put like 15 executive orders in front of him. It's like, sign until you're still alive.
I don't know. I think Kamala Harris was chosen because she is also malleable. Like, she's also compromised. She's also the kind of person that they can control.
They just needed not white, not man.
I do think that was probably the primary criteria.
And she's like Asian, Hispanic, Black. She's like
Jewish.
No.
Oh, I'm sure she's claimed that as well. She seems to claim everything. She seems to claim everything. And she claims to be a woman as well. All right, shall we move on to the next story?
Psaki admits Biden administration is quietly resuming construction on Trump's border wall.
Yeah, speaking of, isn't that crazy? Speaking of his executive orders and how the border wall, stopping the construction on border wall was illegal. Toxic Masculinity, weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.